Most people over 60 are losing muscle, memory, and energy every morning, and the shocking part is their coffee is making it worse. But here is what almost nobody knows. It doesn't have to be that way. Your morning coffee could become one of the most powerful tools your aging body has ever had. Most spend thousands on supplements, never realizing their stem cells repair crews for rebuilding tissue have gone quiet. Not because they're gone, but because no one gave them the right signal. Here's what most doctors don't explain. Your body's regenerative capacity doesn't disappear after 60, it gets suppressed. Chronic inflammation, unstable blood sugar, and declining energy keep your repair systems in a standstill. Natural compounds backed by research address all these forces. Everyone dissolves into your coffee in seconds. No prescriptions, no clinics. Just your cup and the right knowledge. Today, we're walking through 5 specific compounds you can add to your morning coffee starting tomorrow. We'll move from the 5th most powerful to the most extraordinary molecule Harvard scientists have called one of the greatest aging discoveries in medical history. Number 2 has the potential to reawaken something most people over 60 have been quietly grieving: mental sharpness, physical resilience, and genuine energy to enjoy life again. If you've tried everything, the diets, the daily walks, the vitamin regimens, and your body still won't respond the way it used to, stay with us until the very end of this video. What you're about to learn isn't about pushing harder or spending more money on things that haven't worked. It's about giving your cells the precise biochemical signals they have been waiting decades to receive. These 5 compounds could genuinely change how you feel starting this very week. Hit the like button right now, subscribe so you never miss what we share next, and drop a comment below with your age and your current morning routine. We read every single one. Now let's get started. Number 5. Raw cacao powder. Do not confuse raw cacao powder with the processed cocoa found in instant hot chocolate packets. They are not remotely the same thing. Raw cacao is the unprocessed, minimally heated form of the cacao bean, and it contains one of the most potent collections of bioactive flavonoids that nutritional science has ever closely examined. The most significant of these is a compound called epicatechin, and the research surrounding its effects on aging bodies and stem cell activity is genuinely extraordinary and worth understanding fully before we move on. A study from the University of California, San Francisco found that epicatechin increased the number of circulating stem cells in elderly participants by nearly 300% after just 30 days of daily consumption. Most pharmaceutical interventions cannot achieve that level of stem cell mobilization without triggering significant and unwanted side effects. Epicatechin works by stimulating nitric oxide production in blood vessels, improving circulation throughout the entire body, including directly to the bone marrow, where stem cells are continuously manufactured and released into the bloodstream. Think of it as clearing a completely blocked pipe once full pressure is restored. Everything downstream begins functioning exactly as nature intended. Raw cacao is equally impressive when it comes to fat metabolism specifically. A 2015 study in the journal Nutrition found that subjects consuming high flavonoid cacao showed a 19% increase in fat oxidation during moderate physical activity compared to the placebo group. Cacao flavonoids also improve insulin sensitivity, which sits at the very center of age-related weight gain in most people over 60. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Nutrition found that regular cacao consumption increased brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, by approximately 20% in adults over 60. BDNF stimulates neural stem cells responsible for repairing cognitive tissue, meaning raw cacao simultaneously supports fat burning, structural repair, and meaningful protection against age-related mental decline. To prepare it, add 1 tablespoon of raw organic cacao powder to your coffee and stir vigorously or use a small handheld frother to blend it fully. Never use Dutch processed cocoa. That alkalization method destroys up to 90% of the beneficial flavonoids. Adding a small pinch of black pepper, which contains piperine, significantly increases the bioavailability of plant polyphenols according to multiple published studies. Raw cacao delivers approximately 25 milligrams of magnesium per tablespoon, a mineral most seniors are chronically deficient in. A 2018 study in nutrients linked magnesium deficiency directly to increased visceral fat and impaired stem cell differentiation in adults over 50. 1 tablespoon daily addresses that deficiency while flooding your cells with epicatechin. Now let's move to a compound that works through an entirely different but equally remarkable biological pathway. Number 4. Lion's mane mushroom powder. Lion's mane mushroom has been a cornerstone of traditional Chinese medicine for centuries, but only within the last decade have Western researchers begun truly understanding the remarkable mechanisms behind what practitioners observed for generations. The 2 compounds found exclusively in lion's mane, hericnones and arenosines, possess a rare and scientifically validated ability to cross the blood-brain barrier and directly stimulate the production of nerve growth factor, known as NGF, deep within the brain and throughout the entire nervous system. NGF is a protein absolutely essential for the survival, maintenance, and regeneration of neurons and neural stem cells throughout the brain and body. A landmark study published in the International Journal of Medicinal Mushrooms found that lion's mane extract increased NGF synthesis in human cells by up to 400% under laboratory conditions. There are very few naturally occurring or synthetic substances on Earth capable of stimulating NGF production anywhere near that remarkable level. For people over 60, this carries profound significance because neural stem cell decline is directly linked to memory deterioration, persistent cognitive fog, and increased vulnerability to neurodegenerative conditions affecting millions of seniors every year worldwide. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that seniors aged 60 to 80, taking lion's mane daily for 12 weeks, improved cognitive function test scores by an average of 14% compared to placebo. Brain imaging showed increased activity in regions associated with memory consolidation and learning, and these improvements were accompanied by elevated biomarkers of neural stem cell activity, confirming genuine tissue regeneration rather than temporary symptomatic relief alone. But lion's mane extends well beyond the brain. A study in biomedical research found elderly participants taking lion's mane for 16 weeks experienced significant reductions in body fat and improvements in triglycerides and LDL cholesterol through multiple fat-burning pathways, including AMPK activation and enhanced liver lipid metabolism throughout the body. To use lion's mane in your coffee, add half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of high-quality organic lion's mane powder directly into your cup each morning. The flavor is mild and slightly earthy and blends completely into coffee without any noticeable difference in taste. Always look for dual extraction products using both hot water and alcohol extraction because different beneficial compounds are soluble in different mediums, and a single extraction product will miss significant active components entirely. Fruiting body extracts are superior to mycelium on grain products, which often contain high starch filler and lower concentrations of active hericinones and arenosines. Consistency over 8 to 16 weeks is non-negotiable. This is a gradual, genuine reawakening of systems quietly declining for years. If you're enjoying the video so far, comment yes below for more content like this. Number 3. Ceylon cinnamon. Before you dismiss this as something you already sprinkle on oatmeal occasionally, understand this clearly. There is a significant and important difference between the cinnamon most people use every day and the specific variety we are discussing here. Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, originating from Sri Lanka, is a fundamentally different compound from the cassia cinnamon filling the shelves of most grocery stores worldwide. Cassia contains elevated levels of coumarin, which when consumed daily over months and years can place real measurable strain on the liver. Ceylon cinnamon contains almost none of it, making it completely safe for consistent, long-term daily use. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food demonstrated that cinnamon polyphenols activate AMPK, an enzyme referred to as the master metabolic switch in human cells. When AMPK gets switched on, the body shifts out of fat storage mode and begins prioritizing stored fat as its primary fuel source throughout the day. Subjects taking cinnamon extract saw a 14% reduction in fasting blood glucose levels and measurable decreases in waist circumference over just 12 weeks. For older adults, blood sugar regulation isn't simply a weight management issue. It is foundational to virtually every other critical health marker in the aging body. Research published in Stem Cells Translational Medicine found that cinnamaldehyde, the active compound in cinnamon, enhanced the migration and proliferation of mesenchymal stem cells by up to 40%. These are the stem cells your body relies on to repair bones, cartilage, and connective tissue, the very tissues that deteriorate most visibly as the decades accumulate past 60. Cinnamaldehyde achieves this largely by reducing chronic inflammation, which acts like static on a radio signal scrambling communication between your body and its own internal repair crews until the stem cells simply stop responding to anything at all. Half a teaspoon of organic Ceylon cinnamon stirred into your hot coffee. Each morning is all it takes to begin experiencing these benefits consistently. The heat helps liberate more active polyphenols, so let it blend for about 2 minutes before drinking. Adding a small amount of healthy fat such as coconut oil, grass-fed butter, or MCT oil increases absorption of fat-soluble compounds meaningfully. Always look for the words Ceylon or Cinnamomum verum on the label, because many products sold simply as cinnamon are cassia in disguise. A 2016 study in phytomedicine found daily cinnamon supplementation reduced C-reactive protein by 26% in adults over 55. Lower inflammation means better stem cell signaling and a body finally working with you instead of constantly against you. Number 2, resveratrol. Harvard geneticist Dr. David Sinclair has described resveratrol as one of the most important molecules ever discovered in the entire science of human aging. Found naturally in the skin of red grapes, Japanese knotweed, and certain berries, resveratrol belongs to the polyphenol family and has been the subject of more than 12,000 published studies spanning multiple decades and dozens of leading research institutions around the world. The sheer volume of scientific attention this single molecule has attracted speaks to just how remarkable its documented effects on aging biology truly are. What separates resveratrol from every other compound on this list is its ability to activate sirtuins, a family of proteins commonly referred to as the longevity genes. Sirtuins are the master regulators of cellular repair, DNA protection, and stem cell maintenance throughout the body. When sirtuins are active, stem cells remain youthful and fully functional. When they go quiet, biological aging accelerates rapidly across every system. A pivotal study in the journal Cell demonstrated that resveratrol activated SIRT1 to levels up to 13 times its normal baseline, mimicking the biological effects of caloric restriction, the only intervention ever proven to extend lifespan consistently across virtually every species tested in a laboratory. Research in Cell Stem Cell showed that resveratrol reactivated dormant stem cells in aged human tissue by over 1,000% compared to untreated controls. Previously senescent stem cells that had entirely stopped dividing resumed active proliferation within just 72 hours of exposure. A 2019 study from the University of Exeter in BMC Cell Biology demonstrated that resveratrol analogs fully restored senescent stem cells' ability to differentiate into specific functional tissue types, including heart cells, bone cells, and blood vessel cells. This is the critical difference between simply having more stem cells and having stem cells that can genuinely perform meaningful targeted repair work throughout your entire body. A randomized controlled trial in cell metabolism found adults taking 150 milligrams of resveratrol daily for just 30 days experienced metabolic changes mirroring the effects of endurance training. Resting metabolic rate increased. Visceral fat inflammatory markers decreased by 37%. Liver fat dropped by 40%. and none of the participants changed anything else about their daily lifestyle during the study period. A 2012 study in Nature found resveratrol increased mitochondrial density in muscle tissue by 60% in aged subjects, giving their cells the energy-burning capacity of significantly younger tissue. Add 100 to 250 milligrams of trans-resveratrol powder to your coffee, alongside a tablespoon of MCT oil or grass-fed butter to increase bioavailability by up to 5 times. Now, we arrive at the single most powerful compound on this entire list. Number 1. Collagen peptides. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, accounting for roughly 30% of all protein found in your bones, tendons, skin, and ligaments. Your body begins losing approximately 1% of its collagen production every single year after age 25. By the time someone reaches their 60s or 70s, the cumulative deficit is enormous and felt in every movement throughout the day. Joints that ache after activities they once handled without difficulty. Skin that has lost its former resilience and elasticity. Bones that fracture more readily than they used to. These are not random symptoms of simply getting older. They are the direct and measurable consequences of a protein your body is no longer producing at the rate your tissues genuinely need. The version we want in your coffee is hydrolyzed. Collagen peptides. Collagen broken down through hydrolysis into small, easily absorbed fragments that dissolve completely in hot or cold liquid without altering taste or texture in any detectable way. A 2019 study in the journal Nutrients found that specific collagen peptides stimulated the proliferation of human bone marrow-derived mesenchymal stem cells by up to 200% compared to control groups. The peptides function as both raw structural material and biochemical signals that prompt dormant stem cells to begin actively dividing again, giving them both the precise instructions and the essential supplies needed to return to meaningful repair work inside your body. A clinical trial in the British Journal of Nutrition showed elderly men combining collagen peptides with light resistance training gained 3 pounds of lean muscle while losing nearly 4 pounds of fat over 12 weeks. More lean muscle raises your resting metabolic rate, meaning your body burns more calories continuously, even while sitting completely still. A separate study from Kiel University in Germany found participants taking just 5 grams of collagen daily for 8 weeks experienced a 20% improvement in skin elasticity and significantly better joint comfort scores. The physical transformation most people over 60 have been quietly chasing for years becomes genuinely within reach with this one simple and affordable daily addition. Collagen peptides are rich in 3 amino acids: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline that play direct and critical roles in cellular repair and tissue regeneration throughout the body. Glycine in particular supports mitochondrial function in aging cells, and healthy mitochondria are absolutely essential for giving stem cells the energy they need to divide and differentiate into new functional tissue. A 2020 review in Aging Research Reviews confirmed that glycine supplementation in older adults improved biomarkers of cellular health directly linked to stem cell viability. Look for grass-fed bovine or wild-caught marine collagen. Marine collagen absorbs up to 1.5 times more efficiently. 1 to 2 scoops stirred into your morning coffee every single day. Simple, consistent, and genuinely powerful for people over 60. There you have it. 5 research-backed, naturally occurring compounds you can begin adding to your morning coffee starting tomorrow. Raw cacao flooding your body with epicatechin and BDNF your brain and tissues have been starving for. Lion's mane reigniting neural repair pathways that have been quietly fading for years without you realizing it. Ceylon cinnamon calming the inflammatory noise that keeps your body's repair systems completely locked down. Resveratrol, switching your longevity genes back on and mobilizing dormant stem cells back into active service. And collagen peptides at number 1, delivering the precise amino acid building blocks and biochemical signals your cells have been patiently waiting to receive. Your body has not given up on you. Your stem cells have not permanently retired. They have simply been waiting for the right signals, the right compounds, and the right environment to wake up and return to meaningful work. Modern life, processed food, chronic stress, and poor sleep have been drowning out those signals for years without you even realizing it. These 5 compounds help restore them. Not overnight and not with one single cup, but with daily consistency and the knowledge you now carry, your body has everything it needs to begin responding differently and feeling genuinely better starting this week. You don't need a prescription for any of this. You don't need expensive treatments, specialist appointments, or complicated health protocols that drain your time and energy. You need consistency, quality products, and the patience to give your cells the time they require to rebuild what age has quietly been taking away. Every study that produced real meaningful results used sustained daily supplementation, not occasional or irregular use. The science is clear, the compounds are widely accessible and affordable. The only remaining question is whether you are ready to give your body the signal it has been patiently waiting for. The answer begins tomorrow morning with your very first intentional cup. If this video opened your eyes to something you wish you had known sooner, please take a moment right now to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about who is over 60 and deserves to feel strong, sharp, and fully energized again. Drop a comment below telling us which compound you are going to try. First, we read and respond to every single one without exception. Your support allows us to keep creating content like this completely free for the people who need it most. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the very next video.